Everyone, so let's look at the homework of lesson 4. For the first one, if we look at this equation, we know that we want to collect the like terms first. So by adding half x and a quarter x, we get 3/4 x, and that is equal to 27. So to eliminate this fraction in front of x, we need to do x is equal to 27 divided by that coefficient, 3/4. Okay, so by dividing it, we're actually multiplying the opposite. So then we can find out that x is 9 times 4, which is 36. All right, and then for the second one, it's the same. We collect the like terms. So on the left-hand side, 1x take away 5/8 x is going to be 3/8x, and that is equal to 3. And then to eliminate this 3/8, we do x is equal to 3 divided by 3/8. So we're doing x is equal to 3 times 8/3, and then x is just 8. Okay, and then for the third one, similar stuff, we collect like term first. Half x add a third x is going to be 5/6x. X is equal to 10. And then x is just 10 divided by 5/6, or we can write it as 10 times 6/5. Therefore, x is just 12. And then for the fourth one, so on the left-hand side, we make it a third x, and on the right-hand side, we collect the numbers and make it 4/3. Then we can just do x is equal to 4/3 divided by a third, and then x is just 4. Okay, so that's homework question number 1. And then for homework question number 2, so it's getting slightly more complicated. We've got x scattered on both sides of the equation. So what we want to do is move it to one side. Okay, so to move this one to the left-hand side, we need to take away a third x on the left-hand side. So we will get a third x. And then on the right-hand side, as we're moving this minus a half to the other side, we're actually adding a half on the right-hand side. So we got 5/2, add 1/2, and that's going to be 6/2, and that will actually be 3. So our x, therefore, is just 3 divided by a third, and that is 9. Okay, and then for the second one, similarly, we've got some x's, so we want to collect them. Let's move everything to the left-hand side. So on the left-hand side, we would have 2/5x plus 1/10 x plus 1/4 x. And then on the right-hand side, we're moving the numbers to the other side. So first step, move the x to this side. Second step, move the numbers to that side. So we would have 4 minus 2, which is 2. And on the left-hand side, we've got this 5, 10, 3 as a denominator. So we can kind of find a common denominator of them, which is going to be 30. So we can do 12/30x plus 3/30x plus 10/30x is equal to 2. And then for the 30, put it in the denominator. And for the numerator, I've got 25. Okay, so if you simplify what's on the left-hand side, it's 5/6. So 5/6, x is 2. Then x is just 2 divided by 5/6, or 2 times 6/5. And that would give us the answer of 12/5. Okay, and then for the next question, pretty similar, but with brackets. So first of all, we need to expand the brackets. So on the left-hand side, we would have 5/4x take away 5/4 times 10. On the right-hand side, we would have 3/4x plus 3/4 times 6. Okay, so next step is we simplify them. So after we simplify them, we would get 25/2 is equal to 3 over 4x plus 9 over 2. Okay, so on the left-hand side, we can move everything to the left-hand side. Then we would have 5 over 4x take away 3 over 4x. And on the right-hand side, we will have 9 over 2 plus 25 over 2. Okay, so on the left-hand side, we are left with a half x. And then on the right-hand side, we've got 34 over 2, which is 17. Therefore, for our x, it's 17 divided by a half. And that would give us 34 as the answer. Okay, and then for the second one, similarly, we break down the brackets first. We would have 2 over 3x take away 2 over 3 times 6. And that would actually just be 4. And then we would have 1/7 x take away 2/7, and then take away 4/7. Okay, so on the right-hand side, we're actually having 1/7 x take away 6/7. And then on the left-hand side, it's the same. Okay, so to solve it, we can just move what's on the right-hand side to the left with the x. So we've got 2 over 3x minus 1/7 x is equal to minus 6 over 7 plus 4. Okay, so on the left-hand side, then we would have 21 as the common denominator. So that's 14 over 21 x minus 3 over 21 x. And on the right-hand side, we would have 28 over 7 minus 6 over 7. That's going to be 22 over 7. Okay, so on the left-hand side, we've got 11 over 21. X is equal to 22 over 7. Therefore, x is equal to 22 over 7 divided by 11 over 21. And if you flip it and then times it, you'll get 6 as the answer. Okay, so after all of these, we got a whole number as the answer. All right, so that's for number 3. And then for number 4. So with this, we learned in class that we need to find the lowest common multiple. And we know that the lowest common multiple of 4 and 12 is just 12. So we multiply everything by 12. Okay, remember every term. So on the left-hand side, after multiplying by 12, we would have 3 times x plus 1 and add, bracket, 5x minus 1, and that is equal to 12 times x. Okay, we need to multiply that by 12 as well. So if we break it down, we would have 3x plus 3 plus 5x minus 1, and that's 12x. Therefore, if we want to solve it, we can move the 3x and 5x to the right-hand side. So it will become 12x minus 5x minus 3x. And on the left-hand side, with the numbers, we've got 2. Okay, so with the x's, that's in total 4x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is just 2 divided by 4, which is a half. Okay, so we can just write it as a half. Right, so that's the first one. And then with the second one, similarly, let's find the LCM of 3, 4, and 6. And obviously, it's 12 again. So we want to multiply every term by 12. After we multiply each term by 12, we will get 4 times brackets 2x minus 1 is equal to 3 times x plus 2 plus 5 times 2. Okay, if we break down the brackets, we would have 8x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus 6 plus 10. Okay, if we move the x to one side and move the numbers to the other side, we would have 5x on one side and then 20 on the other side. Therefore, x is just 4. Okay, and let's look at the final question. Okay, so with this one, still find the LCM. Okay, so the LCM of 3, 4, and also maybe 1 is just 12. Okay, so we need to multiply every term by 12. If we multiply the first by 12, we've got 4 times brackets, x plus 2. And then we need to multiply this 1 by 12 as well. Be very careful. Okay, and then we add 3 times x minus 1. Okay, so if we break down the brackets, we will have 4x plus 8 is equal to 12 plus 3x minus 3. And if we move x's on one side, we would have 1x on the left-hand side, and then 12 minus 3 minus 8, which is 1 on the right-hand side. So x is equal to 1. And then with the last one, we can multiply everything by the LCM, and the LCM of 2, 3, and 6 is just 6. So after multiplying everything by 6, first term we got is 2 times brackets, x plus 1, and then brackets, x minus 1, and that is equal to 3 times 4 minus x minus 2 times 6. Okay, be very careful, you have to times the 2 by 6 as well. So we expand, break down the brackets, we got 2x plus 2 minus x plus 2. Be very careful, okay? So here minus turns into a plus. Okay, and that is equal to 12 minus 3x minus 12. Okay, so now we collect the like terms. We've got x on the left-hand side, minus 3x. So if we move the minus 3x to the other side, we would have 4x. And then on the right-hand side, the 12 and 12 cancels with each other. So we just need to move the 2 and 2 to the other side. So that's minus 4. Therefore, x is just minus 4 divided by 4, and that's minus 1. So that's all for the homework questions.